Hi, this is Michael Roach, and first of all, I just wanted to congratulate our Facebook, Michael Roach and DCI Facebook group. I've heard you're up to 10,000 followers. That's just amazing, and I'm just amazed about what you're doing there. The idea of a contest for the best questions to ask was also brilliant, and I think the questions that you asked are really, really deep and really important. The first question was, is our destiny fixed, or can we change our destiny? And I think if you haven't studied the DCI system, if you don't know about the system, I would say your destiny is pretty much fixed. You can only have certain seeds going on, and your future is pretty much fixed. I think if you did study the DCI system, and you did study about how to plant seeds in your mind with the 4 steps, then I think your destiny is up to you. I think if you understand how to plant seeds, then you understand that your destiny is coming from your seeds. If your destiny, your future path, is coming from your seeds, then you have power to change your destiny, and you can direct your destiny to wherever you want. So I think the answer is it depends on how much education you had in the DCI system, in the 4-step system. If you've had a pretty good background in DCI and these 4 steps, I believe, and from my own experience, I know that you can definitely change your destiny. I don't think I had any destiny to make the largest diamond jewelry company in the world. I didn't think I had any destiny to become, the first American geshe in the world. And I think I was able to change my destiny because I understood the 4 steps. So I encourage you, study the 4 steps. Learn more and more from our DCI teachers. We have some great teachers coming from the Ukraine. And learn from them how to go ahead and change your destiny. You can definitely do it, and you can have a perfect destiny if you work on it. The second question was very interesting, especially about children from the age of 5 to 11 or younger children. We have a difficult decision as parents. Should we make them vegetarian? Should we force them to be vegetarian? Or should we wait until they get older and then let them make the choice themselves? I'd like to say, first of all, that when I became vegetarian, I was at Princeton University, and all of my friends from Princeton, they all said, Michael, if you become vegetarian, it will hurt your health. You need protein to be strong. You won't grow a strong body and a tall, healthy body if you don't eat meat, And they tried to convince me that I should eat some meat in order to become and not become vegetarian. Then I had a personal experience where I saw cows being killed in the slaughterhouse. I saw how they kill the cows. I saw and I felt the terror and the fear of these animals. They are very gentle animals. They are not very intelligent. They just go where people tell them to go. And then suddenly their throat is being slit. They're being put on hooks, and they're dying a terrible, terrible death. And what happened to me was I decided, because of that cruelty, I decided to become vegetarian. The surprising thing is that after I became vegetarian, my health got much better. I'm rarely sick. I'm very, very strong. I'm 65 years old. I do yoga, with 25-year-old people, and I think I'm stronger than those people. And I think it's because I didn't eat meat. So I don't believe in this idea that you have to use meat protein. You can learn to use the protein that you get from vegetables, from beans and peas and legumes, if the parents educate themselves how to make delicious, very, very protein-rich dishes out of vegetarian food. Those children will grow up stronger, and their mind will be better, because there's a certain cruelty and there's a certain darkness that's always there when you kill an animal for food, unnecessarily. In the modern world, we can get lots of food, we can stay healthy, we can stay strong without killing animals. So I believe that for the children's sake, both for their mental state and for their physical state, they will be more healthy in their mind, more intelligent in their mind, and better physically in their body if they don't eat meat. I do agree that when the children become older, maybe when they're 16, 17, 18 years old, then obviously they should be able to make their own choices. But I think there are plenty of videos online which show the cruelty of killing animals, and they're not that different from us. They have feelings. to say that animals don't have feelings is just obviously wrong. In America, we spend $2 billion a year on pets because we want to make our pets happy with special food and special things to wear. And, you know, of course they have feelings, or we wouldn't spend $2 billion on taking care of them. So animals have feelings. It's wrong to kill them. It's wrong to take another creature's life. We wouldn't want a more powerful being to take our life. And so we have to respect this chain, that the more powerful species, we also have to protect the less powerful species. We have to take care of them, not kill them. So I think your children, and the children I know, I'm a godfather of 2 beautiful boys. I helped to make them vegetarian when they were young. They are now 30 years old. They're great business people. They're working hard for the environment. They're very, very happy in their relationships and their families. And I think it's a lot because they didn't engage. They weren't involved with this kind of cruelty towards beings who are just like our younger brothers. So that's my other answer. I do believe that the child should have their own choice when they get to 16 or 17. But I can't believe that they will choose to kill animals if they actually see a video of what it is to kill an animal like that. Third question is, what's the border between God's will and our will? And I feel strongly about this question. I also grew up in the Christian church. I enjoy going to Christian church still. And it means a lot to me to understand what is God's will and what is my will. And do they overlap? What's the border between them? And after a long, long lifetime of asking this question to myself, I think what I've come to decide that God's ultimate will, what God really wants from us, the one thing that God wants from His children is that we take care of each other, that we treat each other well. When we hurt each other, and again, it's like animals and humans, but also especially inside of humans, when we hurt ourselves, I think we are disrespecting God's will. I think God's number one will for human beings is that we live in peace with each other, that we take care of each other, that we don't hurt each other, that we help each other. We have a short life. Your life will go past very, very fast. And during that life, the very best thing you can do is to respect God's will and make it your will. Your will can become God's will. God's will is that we take care of each other in this short life with as much kindness as we possibly can. So I think that we have to bring our will into alignment with God's will. And this is really what God wants. And I think it ties closely to the DCI system of the 4 steps. In the 4 steps, of course, we are seeking a karmic partner. We are seeking to do kindness to another person, another human being, in order that we should both be prosperous. I believe that the 4-step system, where we become successful by making other people successful, is really fitting in very well with God's will. So I think that's the answer to that question. I think there are 3 very, very beautiful questions. I think the Facebook group is an amazing idea. 10,000 people is amazing. And if these are the kind of questions that you're talking about on that Facebook, I think you're wonderful. Thank you very much. I love these questions, and if you have more questions, I think it'd be cool if we did the questions together in person. I'll be there in Kiev on November 9th and 10th in order to do DCI Level 8, which is about how to become an automatic leader. And during those beautiful days in Kiev, we'll have a chance to be together. And I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to hear the questions that you have. Collect your questions together on any topic. And we'll talk about them together when I'm there as friends in Kiev in November. Thank you.